The giant raised his axe and swung it gently. In an instant, the entire forest on the mountaintop collapsed. Work that would have taken the villagers half a year was finished in just 6 seconds. With all that timber, the villagers built a luxurious seaside town and quickly became wealthy. But the good times didn't last. Once they had made enough money, they stopped hiring the giant altogether. Left without work, the giant had no choice but to leave the village and travel alone. He headed north, only to be caught in a raging blizzard. Without shelter, he could only rely on primitive survival methods to chop wood and make a fire to keep warm in the freezing cold. That's when he heard a faint cry in the distance. Looking up, he saw a wild ox on the verge of death, frozen in the snow. The giant dragged it back to the fire. As the ice slowly melted, the ox regained consciousness. They looked at each other, and from that moment on, they became companions. From then on, they traveled together. Each step the giant took left behind massive craters. Over time, those craters turned into mountains and rivers, eventually forming natural transport routes for timber. Later, they began carving out waterways together. The ox smashed through rocks, while the giant cleared the path. Eventually, they broke through the massive boulder at the mouth of a waterfall. But a problem emerged. The river was too winding, and logs kept getting stuck. So the ox put on a 1,000-pound chain and forcibly straightened the river's course. Through constant pulling and strain, the river was reshaped, and a new harbor was formed. People from all over the world began gathering there. At that moment, a merchant arrived with a new type of logging machine. He claimed it could cut down a tree in a single second. The giant pressed the merchant down with one hand, forcing him to the ground. But the merchant didn't care. He kept the machine running, chopping down trees as a provocation. The giant flew into a rage